I want to make sure we dedicate the last few minutes here of our discussion to our audience questions that have come through. There are quite a few, so we're going to get to as many as we can. And I would open this up to either one of you to respond. How long can you hold the product in the shipper? Ricky, you want to take a stab at that first?
Sure. It depends. It depends on what you've proven through your own validation. So everything is different. Every company I've been at, we had different temperature range, different hold time. So it depends on what you've defined, what your drug product and your starting material and anything you ship. That's testing that has to be done on each and every material that you're working with.
Yeah, okay. Ryan, I'll ask this one of you. What are the tools for mix-up prevention from the individual sample specimen point of view? What role does scale-up validation play for this topic?
Sorry, repeat that.
Sure. It's number 6 here. What are the tools? That's okay. What are the tools for mix-up prevention from the individual sample specimen point of view? What role does scale-up validation play for this topic? And really, either one of you can answer. It's no problem.
Yeah, maybe Rookie can take that. I'm not quite sure what's being asked.
Yeah, so I guess if you're talking about, so in autologous world, right, every shipment is its own unique drug lot, right? So chain of custody, chain of identity are critical. The tools are really the processes that you put in place to ensure they're not mixed up. So you've got barcodes on there for your unique identifiers. You need to make sure that your processes capture a requirement to confirm with each handoff through that chain of custody that you're still dealing with the same lot code. So the tools that are out there, like I talked about, barcode scanning is kind of the best one, I think, for ensuring that you truly have in your possession the thing that you're supposed to have. And again, for scale up, the ability to barcode scan all along the way, even within your electronic batch record, is going to set you up for success.
Great, thank you. Okay. Again, open this up to whoever wants to take it on. What is the best way to de-risk contract couriers' use of contract carriers for specialty shipments? I do not want my product being delivered by Uber Eats. That made me laugh. Whoever wants to take that one on.
Ryan, you want to go first? I do want to weigh in on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to. I think for me, that's part of the vetting process of who you actually choose for your courier, is understanding what their chain of custody is, and being just building that relationship. And that gets back to, like, do you choose the one that is going to be cheaper, probably going to have higher risks of Uber delivering your product, and so I tend to go with the bigger players that have the whole kind of chain of custody already laid out. Exactly how it's going to be handled, and not curveballs thrown at you that you can sometimes get with some of the smaller couriers.
Yeah, the reality of the situation is that even the big couriers, 98% of their network are third-party drivers, and so what you have to build is with those couriers the processes that need to be followed. They have agents that they use in cities. Those drivers need to be trained. So you got to make sure your process is simple enough that somebody can learn it. And every pharma company has a slightly different twist on how they want their material handled, which makes it more difficult because those drivers might remember what they had to do for BMS, and then when they go move Ryan's product, he may have a slightly different way of doing it, but they think that the one that they did before was the only way to do it, and then they don't follow those instructions. So it's a huge challenge. It's one of the things we deal with daily.
Good, good. Okay. We were unable to get to all of our questions, but we will try to get to them after the fact, certainly, and provide you with some responses. And that wraps up this Cell and Gene Live. Thank you to Umoja Biopharma's Ryan Crisman and BMS's Ricky Gleich for their time and the exceptional insight that they shared today. Thank you again to our partner for this digital event, Charter Medical, and thank you to you for your time and for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.